Now in Rutherford County, investigators are trying to figure out what exactly led to a deadly shooting last night that left one man dead and sent a woman to the hospital. News Channel 5 Station 9's been following the latest from Vanderbilt, and that's where one of the victims was taken, or the victim taken. Now, Deja, this guy, the suspect in this case, he willingly gave himself up?
That's right. Police say that he was actually on his scene when they got there, when they got a call for this shooting. He was still there. They found the victim, a man. He was 29 years old, dead on the front porch of a home there. And then they also, of course, found that woman who had a gunshot wound as well. She was brought here by ambulance late last night. Take a look at this video. This all happened around 11 o'clock on Amerson Court. That's considered the Flat Rock area of Rutherford County. Like we said, the male victim found dead on the porch. Suspect gave himself up to police. Police, they do not know the motive or if the suspect and the victims knew each other. Now, we're told that the woman's daughter was being interviewed because she is actually the girlfriend of the male victim. And obviously, as you can see here, this is not a heavily congested road. This is actually considered just a long driveway that's out there. Only a couple of homes on that road. So authorities, they tell us, though, that they're not currently looking for anyone else, that they are just looking at this one person that they have in custody. So, of course, they're still going to be interviewing him throughout the morning, as well as other witnesses. We'll stay on top of this and bring you the latest here and on NewsChannel5.com. We're live at Vanderbilt Medical Center. Deja Knight, News Channel 5 HD.
Deja, thank you for the update. Just into the newsroom now, a fire in West Nashville being investigated, possibly meth related. We're told the fire pretty small. One woman was slightly injured. The fire is suspicious, though. The home has been the site of a meth raid just a few months ago. That's why it's so suspicious now.
A sad morning as the world learns more about the untimely death of Robin Williams. He was found dead yesterday morning in his home, and according to investigators, he took his own life. Williams' career spanned 5 decades and was loved by his fellow actors and comedians, along with so many fans. We'll have more on his lasting legacy a bit later in our broadcast.
A new development in a month-old shooting investigation. Now police have arrested 22-year-old Gary Floyd. He's accused of gunning down a man on 22nd Avenue North in the middle of the day. Police say Floyd shot 34-year-old Jason Rhodes on his doorstep. Back on July 16th, those two had an argument apparently the night before.
A decommissioned Metro officer who was stopped for DUI by a THP trooper is expected in court today. 26-year-old Travis Neal was pulled over in downtown Nashville during the early morning hours of June 23rd. The trooper said Neal's headlights were off and failed a sobriety test. In addition to the DUI charge, Neal is charged with refusing to submit to breath alcohol tests and unlawful gun possession while under the influence of alcohol. And a mom in Clarksville is facing charges for driving drunk with her 2 daughters in the car, including a baby. The Leaf Chronicle reports an officer stopped to help 33-year-old Leah Shipes, whose car had broken down. The officer noticed the smell of alcohol, and when he gave her a breathalyzer, her blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. She was arrested, charged with reckless endangerment and DUI. This is Shipes' 3rd time being arrested for driving under the influence.
Tennesseans who have served our country will soon have a place to voice their concerns regarding service at VA hospitals. The VA Tennessee Valley Healthcare System will hold 4 town hall meetings in Murfreesboro, Nashville, Clarksville, and Chattanooga. The focus of that forum, a better idea, hopefully, of how vets are dealing with issues at the local level. To get a full list of the times and locations in those areas, we've posted it on our website, NewsChannel5.com. And a Vietnam veteran and his family just got a home makeover in Hendersonville, courtesy of Habitat for Humanity. The organization of Sumner County finished a major overhaul of Paul Lewis and his wife Jeannie's house. Volunteers made major repairs to the home, making it handicapped accessible for Lewis's 2 adult sons who live at the home.
The people that are gathered here have given me more love, more companionship, and just being brothers and sisters. We love each and every one of you.
Very nice. In addition to some major structural repairs, volunteers also painted the inside and outside of that home.
One mid-state community wants to send a loud message to the Army. No reductions at Fort Campbell. The Army's considering cutbacks at military bases across the country. Officials from Montgomery County have put a form letter online for residents to send to members of Congress and the Department of Defense.
We want to show people that Clarksville, Montgomery County believes in Fort Campbell, realizes the importance of the men and women that serve there and how important they are not just to our community, but to this entire country.
Letters, emails, or phone calls have to be done before August 25th. For a link, go to newschannel5.com and look for news links.
Hundreds of state workers may be moving out of the historic Cordell Hull building downtown. The state's looking at possibly leasing the UBS Tower on Dedrick, according to the Nashville Business Journal. The tower would house workers from DCS and the Attorney General's office. If plans are approved, state employees would work in that tower by next spring. The Cordell Hull building was at the center of a petition earlier this year to save the site from being demolished. Those plans have since been put on hold. All right, if you have to catch a flight anytime soon over at Nashville International Airport, heads up, U.S. Airways is moving their location at the airport. The carrier relocating all of its air service to Concourse C. Ticketing and check-in counter will remain pretty much in the same area. However, the first flight from that new gate leaves at 6:05.
And in Mount Juliet, road crews are shutting down Curd Road a little later this morning. Starting at 9 o'clock, the street will be closed at 240 Curd, about 900 feet from the North Mount Juliet Road intersection. It's so utility crews can do some work in the area. The city expects they should have everything wrapped up by noon today.